Isolation horror movies. Terrifying tales of being trapped. Isolation has always been one of the most terrifying experiences for anyone. And in horror, it becomes a living nightmare. Being cut off from the outside world, whether it's physically or mentally, makes the terror even more intense. In today's video, we're diving into 3 gripping isolation horror films. Buried 2010, trapped in a coffin with no escape. Imagine waking up to find yourself buried alive in a coffin. No one knows you're there, and you have nothing but a lighter and a phone. That's the horrifying premise of Buried 2010, where Ryan Reynolds plays as Paul Conroy, a contractor in Iraq who wakes up in a coffin with no way to escape. The entire film takes place in this confined space, with Paul desperately trying to make contact with the outside world, while time and his sanity runs out. Why you should watch. A terrifying concept, trapped with no escape. Raw, intense performance by Ryan Reynolds. Psychological horror that ramps up with every passing minute. The claustrophobia is real, and the tension is unbearable. The Lighthouse 2019, madness in the middle of nowhere. Isolation isn't just about being physically trapped, it's also about being mentally trapped. The Lighthouse 2019, directed by Robert Eggers, plunges 2 men into a desolate lighthouse off the coast of New England in the 19th century. With no one around for miles, the pair slowly lose their minds as the harsh, lonely environment pushes them into madness. This psychological horror explores the descent into insanity, with strange happenings and eerie visions lurking in every corner. Why you should watch. Masterful atmosphere of dread and isolation. A descent into madness, brilliantly portrayed by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. A stunning mix of black and white cinematography and surreal imagery. The perfect balance of psychological horror and folklore. The Lodge 2019. Isolation leads to paranoia and fear. A family tragedy leads a woman and her fiance's 2 children to be isolated in a remote cabin during snowstorm in the Lodge 2019. As the woman, Grace, attempts to bond with the children, they begin to suspect something is wrong with her. The isolation, combined with strange occurrences in the cabin, raises the question, is Grace losing her mind, or is something supernatural at play? The cold, empty cabin becomes a character of its own, amplifying the feelings of paranoia and dread. Why you should watch. A chilling exploration of grief, paranoia, and isolation. A haunting atmosphere with an eerie setting. Builds tension with slow burn psychological horror. The uncertainty of whether the terror is real or all in the characters' minds. Final thoughts. The horror of isolation. Whether it's being buried alive, trapped in a lighthouse, or stuck in a remote cabin, isolation horror taps into our deepest fears. The fear of being alone, cut off from help, and forced to confront our own mind. These films explore isolation in different ways, but each one takes you to a terrifying place where survival isn't the only challenge. It's the mental and emotional strain that wears you down. So, if you're looking for films that trap you in an atmosphere of fear and tension, these are the ones to watch. If you liked watching this video, Don't be alone. There will always be somebody for you. Bye bye.